Well, hi there, and welcome to our Sunday Song Time. And for this time round, for some reason I was thinking back to, for fellas of my vintage, as a kid, I loved reading comic books. Yeah, I used to trade them with my friends. In fact, if you turned in enough pop bottles, you'd have enough money to buy a comic book. I think they were like 10 cents or 12 cents back in the day. But anyway, my favorite was the Amazing Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. But a close second. And the one created right here in Canada, I might add, Superman. Oh, yeah, I used to watch the TV show right after school every day. And, look up in the sky. It's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. And Superman, well, okay, as an adult looking back, I keep thinking to myself, how in the world, right, did people find so much kryptonite lying around, right? Because that's the only way you could ever defeat Superman. But for some reason, and I can't remember why, every now and again he would do this in the comics. He would take a lump of coal in his super hands, and using super pressure on that coal, he would push down on it, and he would create a diamond. Like I say, I can't remember why he did it. I don't know. Maybe he gave it to Lois Lane. I don't know. But anyway, it was one of the early childhood science lessons for those of us who wasted too much time reading comic books. And that was that, down there in the depths of the earth where they find these diamonds, right? They're under so much pressure. Right, all this coal, which started out as, okay, I guess animals that went on to their reward. But anyway, all that pressure, and over time, it produced diamonds. Old chunks of coal became diamonds. Well, I thought about this old song for you today. I'm just an old chunk of coal. Oh, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so true blue and perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna learn the best words to talk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to walk. Gonna spit and polish my old rough-edged self till I get rid of every single flaw. Well, I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go round shaking everybody's hand. Wait, hold on. Well, with COVID-19 and everything, I think handshakes are gonna have to become a thing of the past, yes. So, well, maybe we'll have to do a little more hugging. I owe you one. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Yeah, I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Well, John Anderson did that song, so I had to sound a little more country than normal. I was thinking about it, and at first it's going to sound awfully weird. Why is he thinking about this portion of the Bible when he just did that song? But I was thinking about what they call the love chapter of the Bible. I know I should have saved it for Valentine's Day, but anyway, 1 Corinthians 13. You've heard these words at weddings. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It's not self-seeking. It doesn't dishonor others. Wow, those are great words for us today. But then I got to thinking, it was John the Apostle who said one of the most profound things. You know, a lot of religious groups, right? The gods they follow, they'll often talk about them as being loving. But John said something very astounding. He said that God is love. God is love. He's the one that's patient. He's the one that's kind because, well, he's dealing with us, isn't he? And I was thinking about that song and something that Paul says here in 1 Corinthians 13. Now, we're talking about more than just self-improvement. Right? I'm going to go and spit and polish my old rough-edged self. We need a work from the inside, something that God does in our hearts. But he is turning lumps of coal into diamonds. And, well, we're not going to know it fully in this world. In fact, I was just sharing with a friend of mine who's been going through some very difficult things. And I said, you know, not everything's going to happen in this life. God sometimes is going to say no to some of our prayers. But love never fails. That's something worth noting as I get to this part. Paul says this, "For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror." And that's interesting because he was talking about a first century mirror, not the nice, glass mirrors that we have now. No, this was like a piece of polished brass. You couldn't see really well in it. I mean, you could adjust your hat, but you wouldn't want to go trimming your nose hairs in that mirror. That could be dangerous. But anyway, now we just see like in a glass darkly, I think is how the King James puts it. Just a bad reflection. But then, someday, we shall see face to face. He says, now I know in part. All right? When you come across somebody that seems to know everything, question that. No, now I just know in part. There's still lots of things I don't know, still lots of mystery in this world. But someday, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And we get those famous words down at the end of 1 Corinthians 13. It's worth reading that whole chapter, by the way, especially as we get close to Valentine's Day. It says that now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. When we put our faith and trust in Christ, he begins a work in our hearts. From the inside out, he begins to change us. Now, keep trying to improve yourself, absolutely. Kneel and pray every day, yes, lest we should become vain along the way. But in spite of the often frustrating times that we go through in life, and gee, I wish I was a little better here, but in spite of all of that, know that you have a future, and someday you're going to know fully, even as you are fully known. And don't be afraid to come to God, because even though he knows everything about you, things you're trying to hide from other people, he still wants to draw near to you, and he still wants to do a work in your heart. Yeah, Jesus is the ultimate Superman. And someday, these old lumps of coal, sometimes there's pressure in life, isn't it? Well, how else are you going to make a diamond without pressure? But someday we're going to be diamonds. Someday we're going to, know fully everything answered for us. Meantime, I hope you're encouraged by that little song. And now, don't go out and buy a comic book necessarily, but I suppose are they more expensive now than 12 cents? I'm thinking maybe they are. Okay. Anyway, bless you.